Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zurika BINTI NORIZAN. I am from BEEY section 1/2. Today I'm going to present my final year project, which is entitled Development of Smart Street Light with Fault Detection using IoT. First of all, I would like to thank my supervisor, which is Dr. Azhan, who have been guiding me throughout this project from the first start to into completing this project. And second one is to my fellow planners, which is Sir Azhar and Dr. Badril for giving me time and consideration for me to complete this project. This is the poster for my project. First of all, I will tell you about my project description. Okay, the purpose of smart street lighting with fault detection is that it can easily detect whether the street light is in a good condition or not within a short span of time. The Smart Street Light project is to construct a simple and inexpensive system which is suitable to use in a small scale. For example, for the small scale is we can use it in a rural area. Next, for the product features, the hardware project features the main processor used, which is Arduino Uno. The circuits wire were connected using the breadboard. It consists of 3 SPST switch buttons, which is single pole, single throw, switch buttons, 3 LEDs, 1 LDR, 3 IR sensors, 1 resistor, and also 1 GSM 900A module. Okay, the problem statement for this project is, first of all, the farmers or the pedestrians are having a hard time to walk across those farms because they cannot see anything in pitch black during the night, and some incident can happen during that time. Second one, the maintenance cost is high to test the light bulb fuse occasionally from time to time, and the way to check every street light is quite inefficient. The third one is the energy will be wasted when the current is still flowing through the street light, but the street light is still not glowing. Okay, next is the introduction and the objectives for this project. Smart street lighting with fault detection is built to test the two most significant criteria, which is the accuracy and the performance of the project. The term accuracy relates to how the system determines which street lights are broken. Meanwhile, the efficiency refers to the system capacity to operate properly by delivering an alarm message to a mobile phone, as well as the time it takes for the message to arrive. The objectives of these projects are: first, to design and develop an IoT-based simple smart street lighting system with fault detection. Second one is to test the system functionality that can alert the farmers from broken lamps. Third one is to analyze the time taken for the message of warning about the faulty street light to be delivered to the farmers. Okay, next is the methodology for this project. This project will first begin with the identification of the problem of this project and by collecting some information from the other researchers so that the project can flow accordingly. After that, the software that was used in this project are purchased an Arduino IDE to use to design the circuit and to do the program development, which is the coding needed for the project. After the simulation is done, if the result is as expected, then it can proceed to the test of the functionality and the result of this project can be analyzed. But if the simulation is failed, then it will look to the design of the circuit. The result of this project can be analyzed by using a stopwatch when the system detects the fault. Okay, the second flowchart is to start this project. All source content of 5 volt will be connected to the project and the project will left outside where it can reach the sunlight. After that, the LDR will detect the presence of the light. The LED will turn on with low intensity when there were no light and turn off when it detects the presence of the light. When the IR sensor detects any movement nearby the street light, then the LED will turn on with its full intensity. When there were any fault detected, then an alarming message will be sent to the corresponding mobile phone to give the information which street light is at fault. Next is demonstration of the project. So this is my demonstration for the project. So for example, now is the night time. So the LDR reading is below than 500, so all the light is dim. But if the IR sensor detects any movement, for example, the third, second, and the first one, then it will show you that it is in full intensity at light 3. Then all the light is in full intensity because it detects the movement. Okay, next I'll demonstrate when the fault happened. Okay, there is 3 switches as an indicator for the fault to happen. So if I switch off the switch, and I will start the stopwatch to see when the SMS will be received. So right there, stop, pause. It should be around 50 seconds because I'm late to stop the stopwatch. Okay, that is. Then for the serial monitor, it shows that the light one is at fault. Okay. Next I will turn back on and reset. Okay, for the second light, I'll switch on the push button. And the light will turn off. So I'll start the stopwatch. Okay, pause. Light 2 is at fault around 40 seconds, and the serial monitor shows that the light 2 is at fault. Okay, I'll turn on the LED and reset the stopwatch. Next is for the third LED. I'll switch on the light, the fault. Okay, so I'll start. And for the third fault, from the serial monitor, it shows that the light 3 is at fault. Right, already got the GSM module. So this is all the messages received from the GSM module. That's all for the time taken for the message to be received. Okay, next is, okay, when there is sunlight, it will tell you that the light is off. Okay, for example, if this is the LDR, when I close the LDR, then the 3 LED will turn on like normal. Okay, that's all for the demonstration of my project. Next is for the result and analysis. Okay, from the hardware project that I have done, first of all, the light ones were turned off when there were any fault happened. Each LED has their own switches as an indicator to show that the light have fault. When the fault happens to the LEDs, then the processor, which is Arduino Uno, will detect which of the 3 lights were at fault. A warning or notification SMS will be sent to the specific number phone that were set in the coding. Okay, for the third figure, it shows that the interface, which is the serial monitoring that can be done to see the LDR reading and which light is at fault. Okay, for the last figure, it shows that this is the example of the stopwatch, example of the time taken for the SMS to be received to the mobile phone. Next is novelty and intentiveness. Novelty and intentiveness of this project is that this project using a combination of IR sensors and GSM module, which makes this project is more unique than other. Most of the project only use the GSM module without the combination of the IR sensor. Other projects also use the application software such as ZigBee or LoRa to know the fault, which makes the project to be more complicated than this project. So it means that this project is much more simpler than other projects. With the project potential for commercialization, this project has the potential to be commercialized in the rural area, especially it can be used in a small scale area such as farm for farmers as it provides a low cost components and simple compared to the existing components. Additionally, this project is time saving for the farmers to check which street light is faulty. The conclusion that can be made from this project is the proposed approach of using the LDR and infrared sensor, which IR sensor, was to be able to load the energy consuming from the street light. The fault can be easily detected. The system is also easily expandable, versatile, and adapted to the user's requirements. The system becomes wireless and less sophisticated thanks to the use of technology. So from this project, it can be summarized that the project is successfully achieved. Thank you for watching.